So my Instant Omni is currently proofing some breads and lavans. So I'm going to test out the temperature on the Ninja Foodi because ever since the breads didn't rise, I'm kind of doubting if it's able to reach the temperatures. The minimum temperature on my thermometer is like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so it'll have to be above that. So let me put it on bake and let me try a lower temperature first. So let's start with 200 degrees and then see when it says it has reached the temperature, if it is actually correct. I'm going to move the rack actually down to level 3. I decided to just put the thermometer inside so that I can see as soon as it says that it has finished preheating what the temperature is. Oh, it says it has done preheating, and my thermometer isn't really recorded anything yet. I mean, I just put it in, so let's see. So it's been like a good, how many, 5 minutes at least? And I am still not recording 200 degrees over there. A good 10 minutes later, it's still recording like 150 degrees. So I'm guessing like because it hasn't changed, it's gonna maintain itself at 50 degrees. So let me try increasing the temperature now to 450, the maximum temperature. Let me just stop it, start it again. Let me say bake. Okay, now start. Now it's saying it's preheating. So let's see. So it has started counting down already, but my temperature has only reached 200 degrees. So either this thermometer is like severely incorrect or there is some problem with this oven. I'm gonna give it some time and let's wait and see if it reaches the 450. So it's been quite some time and the temperature still hasn't even reached 400 degrees. And the oven is claiming that it has reached 450, which doesn't make sense, okay? I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna let it run and see if it actually eventually ever reaches the 450. Almost 2/3 of the cooking time is done and we still haven't reached even 400 degrees. I mean, this kind of explains why my breads weren't baking the other day. So you know what? I'm thinking I should test out the thermometer on this oven because I think this oven did reach the temperatures. Let's try the same thing, 200 degrees first. Start to preheat. It's not been that long though, and the needle has already started moving. Maybe I should have hung it up in the middle.
Preheat.
Yeah, now it's saying it's cooking. I did realize it already had. Unfortunately, the temperatures really haven't reached 200. But it's not lagging as far behind as it did in the Ninja Foodi. Seems to be pretty close. Let's give it 2 minutes and let's see what it does. And it's close actually. It's getting really, really close. So I just added 13 minutes to the timer and now it has already reached, which is good. Okay, it has already reached the temperature that we were looking for. Now let's increase. I'm gonna cancel this and then I'm gonna start it on bake again. And move the timer up a little bit so we know, and then temperature up to 450 just like we did in the Ninja. Okay, start. Okay, so it's preheating and as you can see the temperature has started going up already. So we are still preheating and we have reached 300, actually over 300. So it just started counting down and we are just crossing 375. I'm guessing the convection air is making the thermometer move around. We are still within the first minute of cooking and we are almost at 400. 2 minutes of cooking time has passed and we are crossing 425. So that kind of explains why the bread in this one baked, whereas the one in the Ninja Foodi did not. And there you go, we have reached the desired temperature and we are still within the first 3 minutes of the cooking. So this is actually able to achieve the temperatures that we want. This is not. So I'm thinking that I'm going to go and buy a replacement and see if this particular item that I have is defective. Let's see. And this is an inexpensive air fryer from Amazon with no preheating option, and even that got heated up to over 425 degrees Fahrenheit within 5 minutes. So I think there is definitely something wrong with the Ninja Foodi oven that I have. So I decided to go ahead and buy a new one. So I need to precondition this to 450 degrees. So let's see how it's able to actually achieve the temperature. Still no oven light as I open the door. This one does. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, okay? Again, there you go. It has started counting the time down. It says it has reached the desired temperature. I wonder where it's even measuring it. I'm thinking that it's probably measuring its temperature right at the coil, which is ridiculous because my thermometer is not even at 100 degrees right now. Let's see how far up it goes and how long it takes. So 90 seconds of preheat and another additional 4 minutes of the cook time, and we are still under 250. I was actually hoping that I had a bad piece, but it just seems to be a design flaw, because how do I know when I have reached the temperature? I mean, if I have to use an internal thermometer like this and keep on monitoring it, and now it's been how many, 5 additional minutes. Let's see if it even hits the set temperature, because the last one didn't. I mean, I honestly thought that was a faulty piece. I don't know if it's just me or is it because it's night, but this particular item also sounds louder. So I don't know, maybe that one had like the fan and everything wasn't working as well, but I don't know. This one does sound louder, and the fan, I can hear it cycle like high and low. I don't remember hearing that in the previous device. And a good 10 minutes into the baking time, and you can see that we are still not even at like 400 degrees. I'm supposed to have baked at 450 degrees for 10 minutes at this point. The last item didn't even cross 400, and this hasn't either. 15 minutes into the baking time and still not even 400. I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is ridiculous. Since I think I can cook my chicken at lower temperature, what I'm gonna do is see what temperature my chicken needs to be cooked at, and then I'm gonna see what temperature I'm gonna need to set on this oven so that I can achieve that internal temperature in the oven. Okay, this is ridiculous. Ninja, what's going on? This is really not okay. We're almost like, what, 16 minutes into baking, and we would not have been baking at the temperature that we thought we were baking at. There you go, whole 20 minutes. We never reached 400 degrees. Can you see that? Yep, we never made it to the 450. We didn't even make it to 400. What's up with that light? It's so annoying. I cannot have the light on. I don't get it, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna try and see if I can contact Ninja tomorrow, but I need to bake a whole chicken at 375 for 55 minutes as per like their booklet. So I guess that is a possibility. So that's what we're gonna do next. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys when we are roasting the chicken. See you then. Bye.